Hey guys, so earlier today I finally went and saw the new Justice League movie that everybody's been talking about. I've been asked a lot about whether I had seen it or not yet, and I was like, no, I have not. And I've been kind of late in the game doing a review for this, but it's been kind of busy, and also there's been a lot of movies I've been trying to catch up on. But before I get into the review for that movie, I have a fucking rant to go on, and it's not actually about the movie itself. So, I want to rant about Movie Pass. Now, about a couple months ago, I announced that I had signed up for Movie Pass. If you don't know what Movie Pass is, it's been making a few headlines lately, but it's a thing where for $10 a month you can go see an unlimited amount of movies per month. The only catch is that you couldn't see any movies in 3D, and you could only see one movie a day. Simple enough, right? Well, I've had no problems with this, new thing called Movie Pass for about a couple months now. I've been using it with no problems. Well, I went to go use it today, and to go see Justice League. And this is one of those movies I wanted to go fucking use this thing for, because I really did not want to pay to watch this, because had problems with past DC movies, so I'm like, ah. And I go to the ticket counter, and card gets declined. They give you a prepaid card, basically, in the movie. The price for the ticket is basically paid on to this card, and so as soon as I swipe it, you have no problems. Well, it got declined, so I decide they have like their own. They don't have a fucking customer service number. They don't have any number to contact them. The only way to contact them is through their like help desk on their app, and it's fucking worthless, because they say they could respond to you very quickly, because I tried to, could not get a hold of them, and I want to give them somewhat a pass, because it's the day before Thanksgiving. Maybe they're taking a vacation, but fuck's sake, this is not the only time that this has happened. I want to endorse this fucking company a lot, but they have a lot of problems to solve very fucking quickly if they want to be a successful company. Their fucking customer service is ridiculous. Their help desk, everything, there's not even a fucking number to contact. That's a little stupid. If you have a problem like this, that make it a little bit easier. I know they've had a lot more problems with this thing lately, but they need to solve it fucking quickly. I'm done with this fucking thing. So I had to go fucking pay to watch Justice League, and I was kind of pissed. I was like, God fucking damn it! I haven't had to pay for a movie ticket since I saw Blade Runner 2049. So that's not bad, but it's like, still, come on, maybe one, like, fucking damn it. So I paid the ticket. I was like, fuck it, I'm already here, might as well go see it now. And again, going into this movie, talking about the movie, everybody knows, if you've watched any of my reviews, I'm not a big fan of the DC movies as of late, except for Wonder Woman. Especially Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad were the two particular awful movies that I really hated. But I had a little hope when Wonder Woman came out. I was like, maybe they will finally go in the right direction with this fucking franchise. And the trailers for this movie weren't exactly promising, but I was like, yeah, Wonder Woman trailers weren't that promising to me either, but like, yeah, maybe I'll be wrong. I was going in with hope. And I've been hearing mixed things on and off over the last week. There's some people that like it, some people that are in the middle, and then there's some people that have gone to the extreme, like, oh, it broke my heart. This movie broke my heart. I've read that once before. And I'm like, okay, this is good. This is one of those movies that a lot of people are divisive on. I was like, what is my opinion on the Justice League movie? Does it changed my opinion of the DC universe completely now? Am I all on board? Yeah, that's basically the best response I can give. I'll say this. This is one big positive. This movie's a lot fucking better than Batman vs. Superman Suicide Squad. Definitely is. But it's still got a lot of problems they need to fucking solve. Is it a step in the right direction? Yes. Somewhat. When I mean somewhat, I'll explain a little bit more later on in the review. But it's like this franchise started off badly and it just hasn't got much better except for Wonder Woman, and it's like this has been dead in the water since the beginning, and it's like not looking much better right now. Things I'll say positive about this movie, the returning cast, like the main stays of the other films, were probably the best parts. Ben Affleck, in my opinion, I know I'm going to get some shit for this, but Ben Affleck easily could be one of the best Batmans ever, in my opinion. He is great in this fight. Like, carries this goddamn movie. I love this version of Batman, Bruce Wayne, a grizzled old Batman who's been through a lot of shit, and, he's a lot older, and, I like, and he's trying to put together this group to try to save the planet from fucking being decimated by this Steppenwolf thing. Wonder Woman's great. I love this scene where she's stopping those terrorists is pretty great at the beginning. I like that. She has a lot of great action scenes in this thing. I enjoyed those. The moments where there are a lot of great moments of especially towards the end where they're all working together. It's pretty good. I like the moments between Superman and the Flash. I love the little cocky banter between the two. I thought that was probably the funniest banter of the whole movie. It was like Superman and Flash. I could have used a lot more of that. I thought Flash was fine. Probably the best of the whole new guys in there. He does suffer a lot of the same problem with all the new characters like Cyborg and Aquaman do, that they're just given what it felt like they're given like a Cliff Notes version of their origin stories, and that's about it. Pretty much all you know about Flash is he's very fast and he's a teenager who's kind of a fucking nerdy guy. He's kind of like the DC Spider-Man, who his dad's in prison for murdering his mother, and he wants to try to become a lawyer or something like that. Aquaman is Aquaman. They try to make him cool, but it's still kind of goofy because it's still Aquaman. It's still one of the dumbest superheroes in all of comics history. But I mean, being Jason, I love Jason Momoa. He's that guy's a fucking intimidating looking dude. I've heard people bitch about him being Aquaman. If you're gonna make Aquaman taken seriously, I think it's not a bad idea to put Momoa in that fucking role. Ben Affleck froze the quips like, "Oh, you talk to fish? Do you really talk to fish?" And he really takes offense to that. He keeps asking him that. That's kind of funny. And Cyborg is his dad. His dad created him using parts of the Kryptonian ship or something like that, and part of those cubes that are in this movie. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do that under the fucking government eye without anybody noticing? I don't know. It made no sense to me because apparently nobody knows that he's been doing this. I have a hard time believing that. But I had that question throughout the whole fucking movie. But Cyborg is just he's there. For me, it was just like he was there. I mean, he's beneficial. He's very helpful throughout the movie. He has a purpose to the fucking thing, but it's like he's there. Like I said, when they all team up and towards the end and everything else, that was pretty cool. Like, it was cool seeing Wonder Woman and fucking Superman, everybody fucking teaming up and doing what they do best. That was cool. I part of me kind of geeked out over that. I also liked the brief bit of like evil Superman. That was kind of fun. Like he was fucking all of them up. Like he was like to the part where Flash decides to go into like, you know, breakneck speed and try to outrun fucking Superman. This is the guy who can outrun a fucking speeding bullet. Is faster than a speeding bullet. You think you're gonna outrun Superman? You're a fucking moron. This kid is a fucking. I mean, it's pretty much knowledge of this guy is kind of like faster than a speeding bullet. Although they never said that in the movies, but I mean, he's fucking fast. I mean, he can break the sound barrier, for fuck's sake. I'm trying to think of anything else I like. As far as where I have problems with this movie, the villain is fucking forgettable. Oh my god. The villain is basically Thanos. It is. It seriously is. As soon as he popped up, I was like, that's Thanos. I mean, I know, like, every comic, both DC and Marvel probably have a lot of the same storylines, but with different villains. But it's like, it's basically Thanos, and instead of the Infinity Gems, it's fucking cubes. And it's just, like, just your generic, basic villain wants to take over the world and make it into his own image. Yada yada yada. I could not give a fuck. He's so goddamn boring. Only reason I know the name of him is just because I heard it every so often. I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was read about who was the villain in this, and I was like, okay, it's some guy named Steppenwolf. You'd think it would be like a Nazi or something like that with that name. Damn, the Parademons I thought were kind of cool though. I'll give them that. They were kind of cool looking, freaky looking things. Like you got like people like Gordon. J.K. Simmons is Gordon in this movie, and he's just there. I mean, I guess if they're doing future Batman movies, he's gonna probably have a bigger part, and I'm sure he will. But it's like, what the hell is J.K.'s that ridiculous wig he's wearing? It is pretty fucking ridiculous. CGI in this movie can be pretty hit and miss. Everybody was asking about whether the Superman's face looks weird because they had to CGI take out through CGI Henry Cavill's mustache he grew. It didn't bother me that much. It's only at the fucking beginning, and that footage at the beginning that they showed where like the kids were asking him Superman questions, did he look fucking fake? His face looked ridiculous. That was the only time it really bothered me. Like I said, the CGI some of it looked cartoony towards the end when like the world or like Steppenwolf is starting to destroy the world, and it looks fucking ridiculous. Then like the fucking disgusting looking sky, orange red sky. Man, there's not really much to talk about with this movie. It's just it's not terrible. It's passable at best. And then, like, okay, there is this, because they have to fucking copy Marvel at this point. They're trying their best to, but they're failing. There's a mid-credits and end-credits scene. And the mid-credits scene I actually liked the mid-credits scene a lot better, because it was more of the Flash and Superman, like, in their cocky-ass banter back and forth. I thought that was pretty funny. Like they're having a race. That was kind of funny. And then the last credit scene was, I guess, setting up Batman, the new Batman movie, which I'll get in a second. My thoughts on that. But it also featured fucking Lex Luthor, still Jesse Eisenberg. God damn it, he's the worst fucking part of the goddamn. If there's, okay, they're talking about, I might as well get into now. If they're talking about recasting Ben Affleck as fucking Batman, that is the biggest mistake of the whole fucking. If you're wanting to go in a step in the right direction, that is not the step in the right direction that this movie series needs. Fucking recast Lex Luthor. Plain and fucking simple. Jesse Eisenberg is terrible in this fucking in this. It was like, I don't need to fucking see him ever again. It just like, I was like, it's like, man, that just kind of kills it for me. Like, seeing him back, and it's like, and they're setting up with, was it Deadshot? Who is it? I don't know, somebody in the comments, I don't care. It's like one of those not, like, I know it's a pretty well-liked villain, Batman, but not, I only know him from the video games, Arkham games. I forget what the fuck his name is. Dead something. I almost said Deadpool, but no, that's fucking a way better fucking anti-hero. Yeah, recasting Ben Affleck, that's a stupid idea, I'm telling you right now. Stick with him, man. It's like, I guarantee he's going to do a good job. If he doesn't do a good job in his next Batman, then fire him. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with this franchise at this point, because this movie didn't do very well. So I don't know what's happening with DC. They're falling apart. Like, this franchise is just falling apart. Like, it was dead in the water right at the beginning, and it's not getting any better. Like, even though the movies are getting a little bit better, that's the ironic part about it. The box office is getting worse. Even though Wonder Woman did do well. Yeah, it's just like, it is a step, like, I am with a lot of people, it is a step in the right direction, but it's still not that great. It's not, like I said, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't Batman versus Superman, and like I said, there are some fucking corny ass lines. Like I was talking about with fucking Wonder. This has a lot more corny lines than Wonder did. Holy God, some of the dialogue, fucking like, because Flash could get a little fucking annoying. He's like, oh, like when they bring Superman back, spoiler alert, from the dead. He's it's Pet Sematary all over again. Like, you're like fucking breaking the fourth wall. Fuck this shit. Yeah. If you know what I can't, like, I would say go see it out of curiosity. You might not like it. It's not the worst. I'd recommend watching Wonder Woman over this, but yeah, I guess a rental. But if you're curious, you'll still go see it no matter what anyway. So, yeah, that's as far as Justice League goes. Trailers. I kind of walked in a little late. I don't know if I missed any of the trailers at the beginning. I got Rampage. Now, I was busy trying to figure out what was going on with MoviePass. I still wasn't getting information. And I really wasn't paying attention to this trailer while it was going on. But I did watch it online a few days ago. I saw it when it came out online. Somebody said, hey, I got a great idea. Let's make, that obscure arcade video game Rampage about free monsters just destroying a city, and let's put The Rock in it. Because reasons. Because The Rock is in every fucking thing now, which I don't have a problem with whatsoever. I mean, I got the Jumanji trailer in front of this. I already talked about that anyways. We're not going to talk about it again. Yeah. It's... Rampage, it doesn't look terrible. It's like, but whatever. I don't really need this movie, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, speaking of a trailer that was actually pretty fucking good, Quiet Place. What the fuck was this? It's John Krasinski. It's a new horror movie that looks fucking pretty terrifying. This was a goddamn intense trailer. It's a movie about John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are a married couple who live with their kids in like a shack, and they stay indoors and don't make any sounds. They only communicate for sign language because they're being hunted by something, and the son starts making noises and stuff like that, and then all hell is breaking loose. The trailer uses very little sound to very good effect. It is really cool, and it builds up tension very well in this trailer. And I'm like, this could be a goddamn intense movie if done right. I love that John Krasinski's getting his starring role. That's awesome. He looks like a fucking lumberjack, which is weird. But yeah, I was like, it looks like, I said, I actually do want to see that. It doesn't look it looks pretty good. And then the last trailer I got was Samson. Don't know what the fuck this is. It's like a war epic, but biblical or something like that, I guess. And it's made by fucking Pureflix. So as soon as I saw that logo pop, I said, yep, I'm not seeing that shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's... It's based on a Bible legend. I don't know. Fucking, you can tell me in the comments, but I really don't care. So yeah, I ain't seeing that shit. So that's as far as Justice League and the trailer to go. I'll be back sometime. I'll be seeing Coco here in the next few days, but I gotta try to get this fucking thing with MoviePass fixed before I go to the theaters again. I want to make sure that my card will work this fucking time. I don't know what the fuck what happened. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.